First time in a long time, but back like I never left. Taking each day as it comes, you know me, I don't read ahead. Watch me burn down everything, BDE on the TV set. When I'm in control on the road, you could never really know what's up next.
Hello. Braden Herrington here with Davie Portman for upNXT, postwrestling.com, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever podcast app you're using, and of course we are live.
Twitch.tv/upNXT Hello Twitch room. Good evening.
Yes, good evening. Yes, we are upNXT. We are your NXT friends. We're your NXT family. We watch NXT every Tuesday, and then we talk about it. We record the show on Twitch, so sometimes if you're watching the show on a Tuesday, you want to hang out with us afterwards, to be in the chat, it's always fire.
Yeah, 10:15 every week.
Yeah, that's it. And we do the same thing Wednesdays. We're your Dynamates.
We're your Dynamates. We'll talk all about AEW and its Fighter Fest tomorrow.
Yeah.
Night 1.
So join us the same time, 10:15, just after AE Dubs, and we'll talk all about that, because we got so many free shows on this very feed, including that, and Shot in the Dark with John Cena, talking all about everything else.
Yep, coming out tomorrow afternoon. He went to MLW last week.
Yeah, which is crazy. He went to a wrestling show.
Yeah, went to a wrestling show. So hear all about that on Shot in the Dark tomorrow.
Did Daniel Bryan show up at MLW?
No. Not yet.
I think we may have heard about it.
Yeah.
He kept saying that's who's going to show up.
MLW.
Yeah. So we're covering NXT, and it was a pretty big night because the Tuesday night, Johnny Gargano was. We're in support. We're all about that, but we had a lot of other things going on. We had the Euros.
Yeah.
Going on. My condolences. It's coming, Rome.
Yeah, I guess so. We had fun. We had a good day.
Yeah.
It was disappointing. I kind of, after that first goal went in, I was kind of nervous. I don't like England scoring early. There's bad history of it. And we lost in penalties, as I don't know. I'm used to heartbreak, Braden.
Yeah.
But super proud of the team. They did the best the country's done in like 55 years. So that's something, and it's just, I think what's been more sad is like hearing the stuff from back home, the kind of racism aimed at these players.
Ridiculous.
It's disgusting. It really is disgusting, and it's something that kind of came about at the beginning of the tournament when they were taking the knee and there were boos, and those boos got softer and softer as the tournament went on, and then by the end everyone's behind him, and then it's like, oh no, we're still racist. And it's a problem all over the world, but it's definitely something that's been it's been very evident in these last couple of days, and it's a real shame, and it takes away from, sure, we didn't win it, but it takes away from everything built up. It's on such a damp note, and then the videos of fucking thugs just at Wembley, beating on people like
ridiculous cowards.
It's disgusting, and for me, they're not fans at all. No, it's disgusting. So that's been like pretty depressing the last couple of days.
Yeah,
and we had a great day. We watched the Euros, and we lost, but
we spent quite a day.
But we spent quite a bit of money as well.
I don't know what
we had a great time.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing. I realized that I wanted to watch the McGregor fight on Saturday night, and a friend of mine, Sam, wanted to do a patio with some friends, and I was like, man, when was the last time I got to go to the bar and watch the game? Like JBL says in the Vax commercials. So I was super down. So I took Sunday off, knowing that we had a reservation for the game too. So all I did was just have myself a little weekend.
Bit of a sporty weekend for you.
It was great. I watched Conor McGregor break his own ankle.
Oh yeah.
That was quite disgusting.
Yeah.
I was eating I was eating everything: cauliflower bites, wings, nachos, and then the guy broke his ankles, and it almost all came back up.
Did you see? Did you see Kurt Angle call him out?
Yeah. Break your ankle. I break my ankle every day. Try winning a gold medal with a broken freaking neck.
Exactly.
Are you ready for the Olympics?
I don't think I'll be watching. We'll have it on at work.
Yeah. Is there
Yeah,
footy
I can't
in
say I'm
the
too
Olympics?
excited about it.
Is there footy in the Olympics?
Yeah, there'll be Olympics.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Well, yeah.
It's
so
not the same. It's
Yeah, I watched the UFC and I was totally into it. I love the guy who does the shoey, the Aussie
Mm-hmm.
guy, and then this one guy who with green hair got his head punched in. It was like Homer Simpson. So I had a great time watching UFC and just being. It was a patio and it was like almost felt normal essentially. And then we had a table for the game, the finals, Italy and England, and we met up with friend of the show Jesse from the Six. We haven't seen him since like All Out.
I can't.
We had a
Yeah, I think
patio
that must have been
thing
it.
for that. Yeah, so we got to hang out with him. One of your British friends. You said the only Brit in Canada you like.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So you invited
The
him.
rest are hooligans.
That's right. Then he brought along his girlfriend. So we just had our own little like.
Yeah.
A
A
little
lot
bubble.
of tequila, a lot of Heineken.
A lot of tequila for some reason. You're on a tequila kick lately. What's your deal with that?
I haven't.
You don't like whiskey.
Well, no, I did like whiskey, but
Yeah.
I haven't had it since drinking again.
Okay.
So it's like took a little break.
Yeah.
And
So tequila's the one.
tequila's an upper as well. So
I want to try the Rocks tequila.
I tried it.
Is it nice?
It's good.
Yeah, I
It's
kind of
really
want to
good.
try it. I'll get a bottle for
But
that.
yeah, we checked the. There was a minimum spend, and it was quite a lot anyway.
Yeah.
So we knew we had to. That's why we were kind of getting the tequila, because you're like, well, we got to hit this minimum spend, and I would say it was worth it. We had a huge screen. We're outside, loads of fans and stuff. It was a fun atmosphere.
It was a party,
It was
honestly.
it was really fun, and the closest to a normal night out for a long
Yeah.
time. So we had this minimum spend, so we knew we had to get a lot.
We had to.
But then we went way over the minimum.
Yeah.
And then I checked the bill today, and they were charging us ultra premium prices for the tequila. And I'm
Wasn't
pretty
the
sure we
Rock-
were drinking the piss. I think we were having the bar rail.
I remember one I don't like tequila, so I can like the cheap tequila is really gross to me.
Yeah.
So like didn't mind these shots. There was one time we had a few rounds of these throughout the game. There was one specific round I had it and I was like, oh, that actually tasted really nice. So I can
Maybe.
say
Okay,
the one
maybe.
I can say maybe the one out of I don't know how many rounds was really good and the rest weren't. But I remember one shot being like, hey, actually, as someone who doesn't like tequila, this was pretty good. So we watched England lost, and we were in like an England territory patio.
Oh yeah.
This was a
we
big
stayed away
patio.
from our old area because
Yeah,
we used to
we
live
used
right
to.
by Little Italy.
Yeah, we used to live in Koreatown, Little Italy, which is like attached in Toronto, and wow.
I haven't been there since.
We
the
don't
game.
go back there yet. We not wear your jersey and walk through
Yeah.
there. Yeah. So Toronto's had a bit of a thing, but everywhere is going wild. All the Italians everywhere and stuff. Yeah. I met an Italian fan at the game in the smoking section. She was wearing an Italy jersey, and an England jersey. She was wearing an England jersey, and we were having a smoke. And she said, like, go England. I'm here with my boyfriend. He's English, so I gotta support England. I'm like, oh. And then she goes, but between you and me, I got an Italy jersey and an Italy flag in my backpack in case things go sour because I'm half Italian. I'm like, oh, you're doing everyone dirty. You're ready for best of both worlds. So then, sure as shit, I saw she quickly put
You
on.
see, to me, that just sounds North American.
Bandwagoners.
Yeah.
I was like, what? You can't just change your jerseys. But I learned so many things in watching Euros with you now because I'm Portuguese. They lost, so I had to support with you. And Herrington is a pretty English name, but so I'm supporting and I'm learning all these songs.
You're a big fan of Vindaloo.
Vindaloo, yeah, that song is amazing. Big tune.
Atomic Kitten.
Yeah. Coming Home, obviously.
Yeah.
All of them are really great songs. I love all the football songs.
Yeah.
I want to learn more.
You just learn them a bit late. Well, there's Qatar next winter, so you
What's
can.
that?
That's where the World Cup is.
Hell yeah.
So for those 5 a.m. games, you can be singing Vindaloo.
And Vindaloo is quite delicious, but yeah. So we watched all of that. We were having a pretty fun, busy weekend. It was the first hangover I've had in quite a while, where I was like, oh yeah, tequila shots. But we had quite a nice while, and everything's back to normal. Not yet.
It's getting there. Inside opens on Friday.
Oh.
Inside dining opens again, and that means gyms are opening again.
Yeah.
It means cinemas, like movie theaters, are opening again.
Right.
It means family friends are opening again.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah,
all
it's
the
exciting times.
All the things are opening up, and I know like Toronto, at least it seemed like we were behind, but now it seems like we're going maybe by the end of the summer. Things, if we're all right, if everyone gets I gotta get my second one still, but like, man, just do it so we can all get fucked up again.
Yeah, that's right.
that's my rule. Another thing I had to do was suit shop.
Oh, have you got one now?
I got one. It's leopard print.
Did you actually get one? Okay.
We have a wedding to go.
Because I'm
to.
like, do we have to be matching?
Oh no! So we just it's a good thing I didn't buy anything. Well, we got some news that we are going to a wedding. Me and you, we are invited. We don't want to say too much, but we are now important parts of said wedding. That's all we can say about this. So now we got a responsibility.
So we should like get special wedding shirts put on our pro wrestling tees.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
We'll come up with some ideas. Yeah.
But we're excited. So you got your suit. What?
No, I didn't get one.
Oh.
I didn't get any that I liked. The cheetah thing didn't work out.
Where did you look?
I looked in. We have Hudson's Bay in Canada.
Yeah, that's where I was. Was there nothing there?
Just was like there was some good sales and stuff, but not the right ones that I like. Nothing was vibing. And there was some Seth Rollins cheetah print ones. There was a camo one I tried on for shits, but like, come on, like, no. Yeah, I can't outshine the groom if I show up in a cheetah. Like,
no,
right, that's not.
You should have got like a shark suit.
I wish we got a shark suit.
Shark Week.
Because my hat is like a shark's fin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Shark Week, people. I don't know if you celebrate, but Discovery Shark Week. Support sharks. # Shark Week. We're big shark fans, officially.
Apparently so.
Yeah, so we kicked off Shark Week with a review of Deep Blue Sea. Samuel L. Jackson, LL Cool J, sharks with frickin' big brains and shit.
Yeah.
And that was quite fun. That's how we kicked it off. We have a new show coming out this week, and following suit for Shark Week. Best match ever. Shark cage matches.
Oh yes, we're talking all about shark cage matches. Jim Cornette in a cage, Paul Heyman in a cage,
Yeah.
Paul Ellering in a cage again and again and again. It's
Fucking Paul Ellering.
and some little shark facts thrown in there as well.
All the shark facts. It's finna be lit.
Oh,
It's gonna be so great because we're talking about sharks. Yeah, let us know your shark facts. We want to know all about it. We want to know your best shark jokes, your best shark facts. Like, did you know that sharks don't have bones? this is
yeah, but like, okay, what are teeth made out of?
I don't know.
Huh.
Shark things.
Okay.
Shark things.
Yeah.
Hard things. I don't know. So we're doing everything shark related. Shark Week is they're doing like celebrity involvement stuff. So I'm gonna be checking some of those things out. They put it on their YouTube and all that. So we want to support sharks. You know?
We do support the sharks.
It's don't just because they eat people it doesn't mean like
Bad people.
yeah
Yeah.
that's just what they
Yeah,
do.
sorry, I'm a shark.
So we got these 2 Shark Week shows out on the Patreon this week. We also have another show because you're gonna be watching a lot of wrestling this weekend.
Yeah, on this very free feed this Saturday, I'll be joined with John Cena for a watch along and post show of Slammiversary from Impact. So Kenny Omega headlining with Sami Callihan.
Right.
Is
he still hacking?
Kind of, yeah. He's still hacking.
Yeah.
He's kind of in a weird tweener role at the moment.
Right.
Ultimate X match is coming back. So yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I think the X division's been pretty good right now, and Josh Alexander especially. I can see him dropping the title in this and being Kenny's next opponent.
Okay.
And I think that match would be really good actually.
I'm liking that. I like Josh Alexander. Watching him a long time on the indie scene around here. So that actually sounds good. He's built himself up. He's worked his ass off. So,
yeah, I really enjoyed his work recently. I can see Chris Bay maybe winning X Division title, but also there's going to be mystery surprises, I guess, because it's Slammiversary and a bunch of releases. So
who do you think's showing up?
Well, Deonna Purrazzo was meant to be facing. She's got a mystery opponent, and the rumor was Chelsea Green.
Still could be.
And even last week they were showing a load of highlights of her time in Impact. But she's apparently signed with Ring of Honor. So
imagine she still just shows
maybe
up.
I don't know.
That'd be great.
But
She's got a new theme, Downstate.
Is it? That's pretty. We'll have to listen after.
Yeah, we'll have to bump
along
it.
with the new churches.
Yeah,
Listen
true.
to
Yeah.
both.
So that's Saturday night with Slammiversary.
Saturday from 8 p.m. on Twitch, twitch.tv/upnextpodcast.
You're going to do a post-show too?
And the post-show will be on the upNXT feed.
Sweet, so another Deep Impact.
Another Deep Impact with
Deep
that.
Blue Sea Impact.
Yeah.
But then you're going to be doing a Sunday night thing too.
Yes.
Because it's Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank. Money in the Shark Tank.
Yeah. Money in the Bank. You're going to do a watch-along and a post-show.
We'll be doing a watch-along and a post-show for that. First, like, pay-per-view with fans. Well, I guess we had WrestleMania, but we're back to like full attendance. SmackDown on Friday, Money in the Bank Sunday. It's exciting, and maybe some big things will happen. Like, come on, let's bring us back into it.
Yeah. I know what will bring everyone back into it.
What is that?
Brock Lesnar shows up with a ponytail.
Oh, he should.
You got me.
Yeah,
the
that's a
picture
good
came
look.
out with Brock with the ponytail holding meat.
Yeah.
I'm in.
That's how he should come out, still with the meat. Should be his new weapon of choice, his giant meat.
Cow that he killed in the Great Yukon. Who's in the Money in the Bank things that you think?
There's actually both title matches sound pretty good. It's Kofi and Lashley.
Yeah.
And then Edge and Roman, which should be good. But who are in the Money in the Bank?
Kofi
matches?
beats Lashley and Daniel Bryan comes out.
Do it.
That's what I want. Fix Raw with Daniel Bryan, unless he's actually gone.
Or Lashley wins and Lesnar, maybe.
Yeah, Lashley Lesnar makes sense
Yeah.
for SummerSlam. Because Daniel Bryan's got to show up on AEW, right?
Mm. So, for the men's Money in the Bank, it's Ricochet, John Morrison, Riddle, Drew McIntyre, Big E, Kevin Owens, Nakamura, Seth Rollins.
That's insane. That's stacked.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
So, that sounds interesting. I'll definitely have to check that out.
Who do you see?
Nakamura. I don't know, Sammy?
Sammy's not in it.
Sorry, who did you say is in it?
Ricochet, Morrison, Riddle, McIntyre, Big E, Kevin Owens, Nakamura, Seth Rollins. I can see Big E, maybe.
Big E, yeah.
Unless you save him for the Rumble.
Yeah, true. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I'm going to go Big E.
All right.
And then Asuka, Naomi, Alexa Bliss, Nikki Ash, Liv Morgan, Zelina Vega, Natalya, and to be determined. Natalya?
Naomi, didn't she just get squashed like the last time I watched Raw? Like what? I think Naomi should be pushed more. But
yeah, I really.
Obviously, it's got to be a superhero.
Nikki Ash. God. Yeah, that match doesn't look quite as exciting for me. And then it's Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair again.
Nice. All right.
Yeah, that's this Sunday.
Doesn't sound that bad.
It does sound, and having fans back, I'm actually quite looking forward to Money in the Bank this year.
Yeah.
So that'll be, again, 8 p.m. Sunday, twitch.tv/upNextPodcast. And tomorrow, we're going to be going live at 5:30 with our special Money in the Bank top 5 show. We'll be joined by some world champions, and
we're going to be trying something new on a show. We haven't tried something, so we have some world champion patrons who are joining us, and we're going to go through some Money in the Bank moments. And join us, because it's going to be pretty fun. And if you miss it, the podcast will go up on the Patreon as well there. So, but the July schedule, we have all these shows. Patreon.com/upnext. $5 a month, North American tier. This is how you can access all these Shark shows, all these past Best Match Ever, all the Was Next. We have a few of those coming up as well. Tons of stuff. And the Shark Cage match is quite an interesting show.
You'll learn stuff.
Yeah, you'll learn everything about one of the weirdest gimmicks. You think Shark Cage matches are weird? Wait till we talk about on the show the Shark Cage match, meaning they fight inside a shark cage. Yeah, more on that in the show. So this is how we do this, patreon.com, and that's how you can support us. And listen to all the podcasts, go back and listen to all of them, and we appreciate everyone who's fucking with us. Yeah, so should we get into...
Let's get into, yeah.
You know, we had England lose. We had England lose, and then tonight we got our hopes up.
We did, yeah. Thought it was coming home.
Thought it was coming home. We
But
thought it
wasn't the way.
Yeah, we may have lost our way. We are going to be talking about NXT from July 13th, the Tuesday night. And we start off with an memoriam of Paul Orndorff, Mr. Wonderful, R.I.P. Man, I had one of his action figures.
Oh yeah.
And I believe it's very sad, and all the best wishes to the family. I know that's really sad, but there's people saying that all of Hulk Hogan's like opponents from WrestleManias are like no longer with us, and it's like a streak now. Like if you think about it, it's like was there Warrior, there was Macho Man, was what King Kong Bundy, Paul Orndorff. I think there's like a I don't know. I don't want to say conspiracy. I don't know what the right word is.
So you're saying The Rock should be careful?
No.
Like, what are you saying? What are you getting at here?
Yeah. Yeah, The Rock years later. Yeah, true. Yeah. Damn. That's okay. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Piper, Andre.
All right. Yeah.
See? See? Damn. Who else is Hogan wrestled at WrestleMania? Slaughter. Oh, Slaughter's still good.
Oh
Thanks,
yeah, that
Twitch,
was a thing.
Twitch chat helping me out here. Damn. Sid is good. Did they fight Sid? No, I don't remember.
Vince.
He fought. Oh shit. He fought Vince at WrestleMania 19. Oh boy. Well.
Buy your stock now or sell. I don't know. This show
Vince.
took a weird.
Yeah. Jeez. Wow. But it's always nice to see that, and Mr. Wonderful was wonderful. We start off NXT though with Ember Moon. Yeah, remember her? Well, did we totally skip over something?
Pour one out.
We didn't pour any out. We got
We
Rob.
can pour it out here.
We can pour it out. Yeah. We do something on this show. If someone moves away from NXT to the greener pastures, the grass is always greener on the other side. Shotzi Blackheart and Shotzi and Knox.
Yes.
Right. Have debuted on SmackDown.
Yeah, they say at the beginning here that their contracts were bought out. So, which I found really funny because the whole Tegan Knox angle last week, and they even highlighted her return in the video package at the beginning of tonight's show. But yeah, they're on SmackDown. They're gone. So they also showed a tweet from like Ember, kind of wishing her luck, and it's actually weird to see that kind of acknowledgement sometimes between main roster and NXT.
Yeah. So Ember was on the main roster,
Yeah.
came back to NXT, and then now teams with Shotzi, and then Shotzi goes. So yeah.
Yeah.
But it leaves Ember in a spot that she came here for to begin with, I don't know. She's a great wrestler.
Yeah, I feel, and it kind of shows with this match tonight as well. She's already had her Raquel feud, which is kind of a shame.
Yeah.
Because she was tag champion, I think, when she fought Raquel, wasn't she? Or she was still in that mix. It's kind of a shame that she didn't just do her tag run, Shotzi moved up, and now we're on the Raquel program now. I feel like maybe she could get a bit lost, or maybe we see her go up back to Raw or something soon.
Toni Storm as well.
Tony's gone up, yes.
Right. So Sarray's never going to get that match.
No. She said, "I want someone like Toni Storm," and they're like, "Gigi Dolin."
They wear same hats, I think. So
Maybe.
there you go,
Yeah.
Sarray.
Yeah.
So yeah, pour them out for Shotzi.
Yeah.
Shotzi, she was
Oh!
becoming a star
Yeah.
here in NXT. I definitely think after watching Halloween Havoc, it was like, how do you not make this person like a huge star, in my opinion? And I think Triple H was very adamant in saying like that since that, like, I gotta push her.
I like them debuting as a team. I think the women's tag division definitely needs work on the main roster. So I think having them come up as a team isn't a bad idea, and let's try and make the main roster women's division better as well. So
Yeah.
we'll see. There's so much talent there now.
And you'll see our Twitter.
Yeah, this just means we can move more people up onto NXT. This is what we've missed, I think. We've had a lack of call-ups in the last year or so, and it has made NXT feel stale. And I think what we're seeing at the moment with this breakout tournament, and just a lot of new faces are on a lot more now. So hopefully this is a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think so too. And it's cool that it's Knox that just came back with the battery. Which
That
is
was so weird.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
Like, they should have figured it out. They should have been some communication that maybe they don't waste this on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Ember Moon though is left alone. They say, she's stuck here by herself. They say she's got the big sister vibes, sending off Shotzi and them, being like, all right, and she's got to face her grudge enemy opponent here, Dakota Kai. So this is like they hate each other. This has had a back and forth for quite a while, but now we get the singles match. But Raquel's here, but there's no one in Ember's corner.
Yes.
So what's she gonna do? Can she win? Well, these girls are going back and forth, and there's some crazy flipping and counters and arm drags. There's the classic Dakota Kai foot wash in the corner, which is insane. And then like roll-ups back and forth. Dakota just boots her in the face and tries to pin her for a near fall. Ember fights back, sends her to the outside, and hits a flying tope, which was speedy fast. She has a crazy tope suicida. Dakota comes back, there's a suplex in the ring. Ember super kicks her. There's a neck breaker, rolls through into a butterfly suplex, and then a kip up, really nice. And then tries to get a near fall. Kai comes back, but then does the running face wash, this time like higher up in the corner, almost like the
haluva kick.
Yeah, it's nuts. And then hits her with the crossroads, like kind of like the rolling of the dice or whatever. It's like where you spin.
Yeah, similar.
It looks awesome.
And just spiking Ember,
Yeah.
like she sold it really well.
Only a 2. This is where Dakota starts trash talking her, saying, Ember, you're nothing without Shotzi. They're fighting on the top turnbuckle, and Ember hits an avalanche Frankensteiner for a 2. Super sweet. It was like, you mentioned it was like Scott Steiner.
Yeah, like just drilling her head into the mat. Looked great.
They're then fighting on the ropes, and it's Dakota who like has Ember kind of draped by the ropes, allowing her to lift her up on the shoulders and hit the go-to kick, and she kind of moves her over, and Dakota pins Ember and wins this grudge feud. But yeah, solid match.
Really, really good. I really enjoyed this. They both really brought it, like with their strikes and kicks. They were not holding back at all. And some of those sequences, like that Frankensteiner especially, and the that like spiking roll the dice sort of thing. Yeah, I thought these two had really nice chemistry actually.
Yeah, they definitely have great chemistry, what we've seen from them before, but here was like some solid moves. That Frankensteiner was beautiful. I love Ember Moon's in-ring work. Like her wrestling is on top, but it's still the character. Her character as of late was just doing whatever Shotzi was doing.
Yeah.
And now it's what did she do? So she came out with the masks and stuff still, but it's like, yeah, the character is something that maybe still isn't going to mesh with me, but the wrestling is there. Dakota is super over.
And good to see Dakota win clean.
Yeah,
like
without
this.
Raquel, yeah. Overall, I thought this got my attention.
Me
starting
too.
this, for sure. I was in a great mood. Solid opener, but the lights go out. Is it Tegan Knox again? No. It's Xia Li. What? Xia Li comes down to the ring and goes face to face with Raquel Gonzales. We heard her kind of call her out as of late a little bit, which is kind of called out a few people, but she stares face to face. Looks like they want to kill each other, which after the break we learned that this match is announced.
So if you remember, before Xia Li went to Tian Sha camp, she was meant to have a match with Raquel and didn't show up. So this Raquel was shouting at her here. It's like, yeah, you want it, you better show up this time.
Oh,
so it's kind of going back to that. So now she's evolved. Like Xia Li's come back. She's got this whole new character. She's ready to take on the champion. Yeah, I don't see this going much further than next week, to be honest. But what I liked during all of this, Dakota was there, and it was very subtle, but she almost looked like a bit like annoyed. And it's almost like she's seeing all these other people come who get a title shot. And now Xia Li's just come out and she's got a title shot. That you can definitely play it in when you want to do the split. Because I can't see there being much other like babyface opponents for Raquel right now.
Right, yeah.
Do you know? So I feel like we'll be getting to this match, Dakota and Raquel, pretty soon. And I just like that every week Dakota does these really subtle things that you could definitely, once the turn happens, go back and see all of this. Because Xia Li just waltzed up and was like, yeah, I want a title match. And it's like,
yeah, right.
Can't you give your best friend a shot like once? You know? Come on.
Well, I mean, I'm the BDE champion. I've never given you a shot yet.
Well, I need to earn it.
So I'm interested in this match because you're right. The continuity there is like good that they're kind of going back to that, where it's like, yeah, you never showed up for that match, so now you want a shot. Oh, you think you're tough now? Okay, I'll fight you. So yeah, kind of a dream match here.
Sure.
Xia Li is taking it. It's coming home.
Is it?
Yeah, with Xia. She's going to win it.
Going back to CN Show?
Fuck it. Let's go. Yeah, taking it back. We get a video that was earlier today. It's the Diamond Mine, and they're talking about open challenges and how they're here to kind of take over, and it's all four of them standing around. Roddy, it's Malcolm Bivens. I'm forgetting the other two guys already.
Tyler Rust and...
they changed his name too.
Achiman.
Yes. And Bobby Fish shows up and kind of talking a little trash here. So Tyler Rust kind of wants to face him in a match, and that's talking about open challenges. Well, we got one here, so it's set up.
So Bobby comes in and Roddy steps forward to kind of tease that match. And Malcolm Bivens sort of does the bait and switch and says, yeah, it's against Tyler Rust. So it looked like Roddy and Bobby wanna go at it.
Why does Bobby hate Roddy? What did he do?
Why does Roddy hate Bob?
Yeah. Why do they hate each other?
Yeah.
They were both like, they weren't part of
I think
this.
they're both confused.
Yeah, they were like, yo, like, it's like when there's a relationship and everyone got their friends in the group, but then like the relationships, they split up. So it's like, well, now I can't be friends with you, but we did everything together. So what do we do? Sorry, I can't hang out with you.
Yeah.
My friends hate your friends. It's just how it goes. And that's what these two are. And now they got to fight.
Yeah.
Eventually. But it's Tyler Rust tonight. In an open challenge. We have a breakout tournament going on, and it starts tonight. And we get our first video for one of the competitors tonight, Jiro, the king of handsome style.
Yes.
Japanese handsome style.
Yeah. He says his name Ikemen Jiro, which Ikemen means handsome.
Handsome Jiro.
Handsome in Japanese. He says he was trained with Tajiri and Great Muta, but don't let the good looks fool you. I can still kick your... He said arse, because he was speaking English the whole thing, but they translated it because his English isn't too clear.
Okay.
He went, I can still kick your arse, but they translated it to butt. Which I found quite funny.
Gonna kick your butt.
And he says he's gonna face a big guy, but there's lots of big guys out there. But Ikemen will win.
Damn. Yeah, I thought he was pretty exciting.
Yeah.
It's very colorful.
Yeah.
Flashy.
Yeah.
Speaking of flashy, we go to Cameron Grimes, the butler. Yeah, remember this story? He lost the match, therefore he's got to be LA Knight's butler. We see LA Knight. He's hanging by the pool. He's chilling. He's on the phone. Yeah, my butler's late. Doorbell rings. It's Cameron Grimes. And he says, you're late on your first day. And he says, at least I showed up, says Grimes. And he says, I had my money. But before I ever had money, I always had my word. And my word is my bond. So I'll be your butler. So LA Knight says, well, you can't be showing up, going to work looking like this. So he brings in a tailor who then turns this pauper to a prince. Starts trimming the beard. I thought they were shaving the beard. I got so nervous. They didn't. They just trimmed his hair. They fixed up his beard. They trimmed him. They lined him up. He was looking fresh. He was looking clean. And they give him a makeover, and then he makes him wear the classic butler suit. Yeah. The gloves and everything. And it's kind of not working for LA Knight because now Cameron Grimes is just like, hey, whoa.
I look great.
I look good. And he's kind of dancing around and I'm ready to work. So LA Knight's already frustrated that he's not quite irritating Grimes like he thought he would be thus far.
This is a good way to be. It's almost like killing with kindness. He's I'll just love everything he's trying to punish me with. It's going to frustrate him. These vignettes all night were pretty fun.
Yeah, there'll be a few more later in the night. But we're going to the Rust Fish. The Rusty Fish.
The Rusty Fish.
Tyler,
on Shark Week.
On Shark Week, we got a Rusty... Is that a type of fish? The
Rusty fish? It is now.
It probably is. There's some weird things in the
Rusty
ocean.
Fish.
Ew, it's probably really ugly. A Rusty Fish. Probably looks like a crow.
Oh, don't Google Rusty Fish.
Oh, don't Google... Oh, my God. Please do not do what he just did. I don't even want to know. But we go to Tyler Rust versus Bobby Fish. So we got the Diamond Mine ringside. We get some crazy strike exchange from both. Obviously, we know Bobby Fish, very technically sound, and Russ kind of been more of a newcomer here, but he's got like got some pretty sweet moves as well. He disappeared for a while, but he's back. So I'm kind of I want to see what he's got to bring. There's strikes and aggressive like snap mirrors, and then Bobby Fish kicks him. So then Russ does it to him, and they keep exchanging snap mirrors and kicks until finally he puts him in like a submission. There's an exploder from Fish sending him into the ropes, and this is where Roderick Strong gets up on the apron, and it's kind of a distraction, but then Bobby elbows Rust. Roddy distracts him again. There's a chop block, and then a buzzsaw kick, shout out to Jiri, and Rust pins Fish in pretty quick fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the Roddy distraction there.
Damn, that Roddy. And right away after, they all look like they're about to surround him and beat him up. But Kushida comes for the save, and Kushida saves Bobby Fish.
Yes.
Yeah.
Still pissed off from the other week when
Yeah,
Diamond Mine attacked
They
him.
beat him up.
You know what I liked about this is this is just a kind of mid-card throwaway match. And I actually was kind of interested. Bobby Fish has been away for so long. I think he's only had one match back since his return. There's still, even though he was definitely the number 4 guy in Undisputed Era, he was still attached to such a big part of NXT that you're curious to see where they'll go with him. And Tyler Rust is someone who, pre-Diamond Mine, I wouldn't have really cared too much about, but now this Diamond Mine thing is new and exciting. So it put basically stakes on this match that could have easily been a throwaway just a couple of months ago. And I am curious with this whole Roddy Bobby thing. I know in one of our chats earlier, I think Fire Frank mentioned he thinks Bobby's gonna join because there wasn't any actual physicality here, and maybe he'll join with them. I don't know about
Turn on
that.
Kushida.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, it could.
But I don't know if you'd want that association necessarily, the former UE guys together. But I'm kind of curious where this is all going.
Yeah, I want to see how it plays out. The gimmick of it is need to know basis.
Yeah.
So they're not quite sure what the final. I'm still mad we didn't get Roddy and Marina Shafir and Arturo Huas.
What they did mention here though is Suzuki Hachiman is the trainer.
Okay.
They said something like was it the fighter, the prospect, and the trainer?
Okay.
So it's like
I want to see him.
it's
play
kind of like an evolution kind of thing where Roddy's the now, Rust is the future, and Hachiman is like the kind of older vet who's training him.
Damn. All right. Yeah, I went, man, I've watched Roddy for a long time. With the shaved head, he's got a whole new look. It looks good. I'm like, man, how old is Roddy? He's still not old. Like, I've been watching
36?
I must have been watching him when he must have been wrestling when he was like 19, 20, like in Ring of Honor. Because, damn. And he's still
37.
Yeah, like he's still holding up.
Yeah.
Plus Roddy. We never gave Roddy his flowers enough yet. We got to give him the cruiserweight
They'll
title.
come. Yeah, he's going to be cruiserweight champ.
Yeah. Take it from Kushida. Sorry, Kushida. You know I love you too. Or do we go Kushida, who tags with Fish, and they got like the friendship of Kyle, and then Kyle's 6-man tag against Diamond Mine in the near future, for some whatever reason, just because. But yeah,
Why not?
we go to referee Samoa Joe. Yes, the special enforcer referee tonight in his ref shirt, Samoa Joe. He goes into Karrion Kross's locker room, and it's Karrion kicking a bag, like hitting the gym here. Scarlett's standing by with the title, and he's just beating the hell out of his bag, and Joe starts talking to him, but Karrion's just like not listening. And he says, protect yourself at all times, obey my commands, do you understand? And he's not listening, so he stops the bag and he kind of yells at him, do you understand? So Kross and Joe, there's already some tension between the two here tonight. What's gonna happen?
We get these all throughout the night, these Joe stare downs with various members of the NXT
Joe
roster.
and everyone?
Everyone does interest me. And I thought, especially with what's going to happen later, this was a nice little scene between these two.
Yeah. We go to the way. we have Candice and Indy, and Candice kind of walks off, but it's Indy being interviewed about what's going on with Dexter, and kind of quick here, but it ends off with "Gotta take a chance." Sometimes.
Sorry, this is Beth Phoenix.
Was it Beth Phoenix? Oh
yeah,
man,
no,
sorry.
it was Beth Phoenix went up to Indy to give her advice.
Right, yeah, sorry,
relationship
yeah,
advice.
and says you gotta take a chance.
And Indy was like, yeah, the timing's been all off because there's kind of been my thing with tag titles and then this and that. She's like, fuck it. Fuck it, Indy, take a chance. Listen to Beth.
I would listen to Beth. She knows what she's talking about lately, like on the show about this whole Index storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? She's been supportive. She has a great line later that we'll see. But yeah, take a chance. So she's gonna listen. She's gonna go after. You gotta grab that net and catch that beautiful butterfly. Yeah. That's what you gotta do. We go to Gigi Dolin backstage and says that Toni Storm wanted a match. Sarray wanted a match with Toni Storm, and Toni's not even on my level. And you've been waiting for a competition. I've been waiting for competition. So she's the one who's gonna be facing Sarray in Toni Storm's spot, essentially. There was this insert thing where Sarray's just like, so it's like earlier today while Gigi's coming out, and that's what she says. Oh, you're gonna get competition. I'm gonna get it. And then Sarray just goes, yes. It's like, I know the English is probably not all there right now, and that's totally understandable, but it is pretty funny because she didn't understand anything Gigi just said to her. And then it's like, and your response? Yeah. Yes. Okay. All right. So this match is happening. Gigi Dolin, formerly Priscilla Kelly.
Priscilla Kelly.
Yes.
That's right.
Known on the indies for quite some interesting things, but her wrestling I've always been quite a big fan of. She comes out to a Marilyn Manson Sweet Dreams ripoff.
Oh, very much so.
It's like, yeah.
It was like the bass line, like his version of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Are we allowed to listen to that anymore? Marilyn Manson's kind of canceled, I think.
Yeah.
Good tune though. And the other one, the other
Beautiful People. Oh no.
Beautiful People was SmackDown.
Yeah.
Well, what was the other one that was good? Sweet Dreams and Tainted Love.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So Gigi Dolin's going up against Sarray. We want a new taste of some new stars here in NXT with people moving up. Well, this is a great way to not debut, but showcase two rising stars here. Sarray's 5 feet tall, and they remind us, but when she stands up to Gigi, it's like, oh wow, yeah, pretty short. There's a bunch of takedowns, and Sarray's giving it everything. They're kind of going back and forth, but then Sarray hits this deep headlock takedown, and then they kind of do the pose and respect thing. They did handshake before the match, so Gigi's not fully heel here. But as they're going back and forth early in the match, someone walks out on the entrance ramp, and that someone is the savior of the NXT Women's Division. Someone who used to be in NXT, but has made their return. Mandy Rose.
Pour one in.
Pour one in. For Mandy Rose.
Yeah.
She came back down. She's just standing on the entrance ramp.
She's like, wait, I have to go on tour again? No.
No.
I'll stay in Florida.
Yeah. So she's...
I'm going to Houston.
She's standing here watching this match. Sarray puts Gigi in the Muda lock, and Gigi's screaming and screaming, but finally gets to the ropes and gets out of it. Sarray attempts a fisherman buster, but it's countered into an inside cradle for a near fall. There's a bunch of roll throughs. Dolin comes back with this crazy STO, banging her against the mat
right.
there.
It's like snap STO.
And then Sarray kicks out, and they start brawling. And then Sarray puts Gigi in against the ropes. And I said to you, I'm like, oh, is this the move where she kills them? And Sarray runs at her and does the running drop kick to the seated Gigi against the ropes. And if you have not watched or have not seen, you gotta seek out.
I don't know how she's okay. This looked crazy.
Yeah, the setup to her finish. It's a running drop kick.
Oh yeah, you'd buy this as the finish.
She takes her head off.
Oh, it was nuts.
Wow, we screamed. Oh my god. Picks her up, hits this huge overhead Uranagi kind of move, lays her out.
It was like a Saito suplex almost, wasn't it?
And just pins Gigi Dolin. Sarray wins the match, but wow, that drop kick sent her into the next row almost.
Yeah, it's funny because she comes out with this very happy, poppy music. She looks small and sweet, and she's smiling, and even her challenge, whenever she's challenging someone backstage, she's smiling, and it's like, oh yeah, let's wrestle. And then she just kills you. These kicks, that drop kick was nuts. And then just, as I said, I hope Gigi Dolin's okay, because this, like, she fucked her up.
Well, you sold it great too, but wow, that just looked like a drop kick to the head. That looked it looked nasty. It looked insane. Highly recommend seeing the GIF over. I've watched it like 80 times already. So Sarray wins this match, and I kind of her gimmick is she's all happy and stuff. So she got to do the EO thing and turn heel, right? And 100%. Then we'll really be killing people with drop kicks. Yeah, crazy drop kicks. Sarray's a hard one to make rhymes with. Io Shirai gets me high.
I'll think.
You'll help me out?
Yeah.
Good, thank you. We go to Legado del Fantasma.
Well, sorry, Thing of Mandy Rose. Like, what?
Oh, true. Sorry, sorry. Actually, I really thought this was a fun little match. I thought even Gigi got some really cool offense in. I was aware of some of her stuff on the Indies that I thought she was a pretty good wrestler, and I thought she was a lock-in for AEW, and then was kind of surprised that she signed here, but was kind of excited. So I'm happy to see that they're going to start using her. And Sarray obviously is like the one they're showcasing with all the crazy moves. Like, I'm super into seeing more of this. Like, the great wrestling is awesome. And Mandy Rose, what's the deal with that?
I'm intrigued. She wasn't really in NXT long. We talked about this on another show we recorded earlier about people being moved up too soon. I feel because she didn't get her time in NXT, really, I'm interested. And from tonight, is she in a wrestling role? Is she more in a managerial role, perhaps? But I'm interested.
Yeah.
Unexpected.
Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to think, what was her, she's got like a rose, she's got like a move with the rose.
The rose plant.
The rose plant, what is it?
Oh no, isn't that's Bailey's.
The rose plant?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh. Why would you use, what?
I don't know.
Oh.
Is it? Maybe it's Matt. No, I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
Okay, interesting. Do you I know Zelina Vega came back to WWE.
Yeah, she's on SmackDown.
She's going to be in that Money in the Bank, and there's another to be determined.
Yes.
Do you think it could be someone from NXT?
Because it was meant to be Bailey.
Yeah.
Who
is injured. Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, it's not
Tony
Rose. Tony Storm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be it. Finally, we get to this Legado del Fantasma. They're backstage. They're cutting a promo on Hit Row, and they're saying, "Oh, you in the North American title, it's something I had my eyes on, and now it's in your possession, and you think you're all that." They mentioned the cipher that Hit Row had last week, and Keen Wilde, not a fan. He says, "How am I supposed to dance to that? I can't. It was terrible. He was offbeat. It was awful." Hating on it. Which is funny because Keen Wilde used to do the DJ character, DJ Z, so he's like, it was
continuity. This show,
Wilde's ends with it was offensive to my ears to hear music on a wrestling show. So they're calling out Hit Row, and clearly he wants a piece. And Santos says, "I'm in a match later, and you'll see what I mean. I'm meaning business. I'm coming for that title." We get any thoughts on this? I mean, it's kind of quick.
It pairs in with later, but I didn't think they seemed as cool as they normally do. They felt a bit because they've been those core heels that fans like, and now it felt like they were just playing pantomime villains.
Right.
And I felt that a bit with the match. They lost their cool this week.
They got out-cooled.
Yeah, maybe.
We get a commercial for NXT UK. We have Miko Satomura in action. Tyler Bate is in action. And there's a face-to-face because there's a rematch that some people might be interested in here. The NXT UK champion who was supporting Italy in the Euros. I found that very funny.
That's not surprising.
NXT UK champion.
Yeah.
NXT UK champion Walter is doing a face-to-face with Ilya Dragunov because next week, not this week, but next week, they'll be doing a rematch of what some would say arguably was the match of the year last year. So there's your attention. Watch NXT, maybe watch this week and then watch next week.
I think I will.
Yeah, we'll be definitely talking about it in the next while. Or listen to Shot in the Dark with John Cena because he talks all about it. I know he's hyped, but This is your warning for all those people who really love that match, who was the cherry picking and all this. Well, here's your cherry pick. And
It's coming up again.
It's coming up, so we'll be talking about it in the next little while. We get a video for our next breakout star who's in the match tonight. What's his name? Vink?
Brendan Vink, Duke Hudson.
Duke Hudson. Australian Wade Barrett.
Yes.
Yeah. So he cuts a promo. Actually, this guy was pretty funny. He's talking about don't
His
even
body, his broad back.
He's talking all about these things. This guy definitely made me kind of chuckle and go, "Oh, you sound like an arrogant prick." And I hope you can back it up. I thought this was good.
You know what this felt like? This felt like a kind of dating profile on those old things, you know, when the cocky guy on like Blind Date or whatever, and be like, yeah, and I can do this and that. It's like, I've got a broad back, and he might have this flashy jacket, but I'll punch him in the face.
Yeah.
And I think the Aussie accent and the cocky swag just added to it.
Yeah.
I quite liked it. I think this guy could be interesting.
Yeah. Former Monday Night Raw superstar.
Yeah.
Brendan Vink.
Yeah.
Now Duke Hudson.
Duke Hudson. What a name.
We go to Dexter Lumis, who's in a match against Santos Escobar here. You claim Dexter's theme has changed.
It has.
But it still sounds like Stranger Things, but it's different.
Not as much as before. This one had guitars and stuff in it. Whereas the first one was
yeah.
like that.
Is that show coming back?
Eventually.
Yeah. I know the guy's busy in Black Widow.
Didn't he film that 5 years
ago?
Yeah, that was pre-Stranger Things.
So Dexter Lumis with not Stranger Things music. Not Stranger Things music? Alright. Missed that show. We see Dexter, he's looking all scary. He's going up against Santos, and he's got Legado del Fantasma ringside. Santos goes after him, and they counter for counter, but then he hits Dexter, but then he kips up and just stares at him. He sends him around the ring, starts chasing him, but then he starts to slither, around it, almost like the Randy Orton, but creepy, staring at you and slithering around. He sends Santos to the outside the ring again, and he's with Legado, and he's like, "I've had enough," and he's like, "Boys, go get him." So they chase after him, and then he disappears. And then he pulls them all from under the ring and starts to scare them. And then he pops out underneath like a pop scare here, a scary movie. And then it's a commercial break. When we come back, Three Amigos attempt from Santos back in the ring, but then it's blocked from a huge lariat. There's a corner bulldog and a sit-out choke slam. And then he goes for the silence, but it's blocked. Legado Fantasma, they're on the ring side. They're distracting. There's two of them. The ref can't keep it together. And, well, it leads to Santos hitting the Phantom Driver, the Samoan Driver, and it's over.
Yeah, this was okay. This didn't really hold my attention too much. I think it's the Dexter Lumis character. And, yeah, as I said, Santos, lost his cool doing comedy stuff, like the crawling under the ring and all that kind of thing. Didn't really work for me this week.
Yeah, we were saying this a lot when he was every week featured, especially with some of the Johnny stuff and even the Grimes stuff. It was overplayed, so the character's kind of not moved on or anything. No. The only interesting thing is what they don't even show. They say after the break, which was with Indy and stuff. But
yeah. Shall we just talk about that now?
Yeah, I guess because I guess first.
Oh yeah.
So Santos wins, and Legado all pose off, and they're walking up the entrance ramp as they leave Dexter in the ring. But Hit Row come out, and now it's a stare down, and it's they're all trash talking each other on the entrance ramp here. So Hit Row and Legado del Fantasma, stable wars, faction wars, gang rules. What's going on?
It's kind of weird, this whole North American title picture, because Santos Escobar was feuding with Bronson Reed ahead of this Swerve win.
Yeah.
And I mean, later in the show, we're going to have Bronson Reed come back, and it's like they put Santos in this feud with Swerve to just be like, okay, we're just continuing that feud with you, and then it's like, well, why?
Yeah, that's true.
Why is Bronson over here?
Yeah.
It feels like, Bronson might have been called up, and then it's not happening.
I think it's weird. That
It's very strange.
It's fine because the guy's like, I don't care who it is, I just want the title.
Yeah.
So he'll go after the champion. But yeah, he didn't. They're not as cool compared to Hit Row, right? Like,
No.
not at all. But I'm interested in seeing the match. I'm interested in seeing some tag matches.
Yeah, I think did they meet in the cruiserweight tournament?
Santos and Swerve.
And Swerve.
Yeah, possibly. Like, you mean the cruiserweight title one, like a little while ago?
When Santos debuted.
Yeah,
when he
with
was
the
under the El Hijo del Fantasma.
Yeah, possibly.
But yeah, I think the match will be awesome.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing a one-on-one, but the tags and stuff could be great, and I like everything Hit Row's doing. I'm loving the reactions from the Cypher the last week, because you get, I've said it on the show, white folks gonna be mad, and it seems like some white
That's
folks...
right, they're too bothered about penalty shoots happening.
Yeah.
They've moved on.
They moved on to Hit Row. So we'll get that feud eventually. But during the break, after we go to commercial, so Cino in the chat saying that Swerve and Santos fought a lot in Lucha Underground.
Oh yes.
King Cuerno versus Killshot.
Killshot. Yes, that's right.
Yeah. And they fought at NXT, including a takeover. Do we even watch this show? It's all blood.
They had a takeover match, these two?
Yeah.
Alright.
In the
Oh yeah,
tournament.
they did. They feuded for a while.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
the whole like plate in the mask, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
With the headbutt.
That's right.
Yeah.
You forgot.
But Swerve was like lame.
He was
there.
weird. Yeah, he wasn't like hitting properly. Yeah, for
Mm.
sure. They were definitely on the right path, changing the character to this. Cause
Which is great. Like
Yeah.
the fact we've kind of forgotten about that is showing how fresh
Yeah.
this new character is.
I'm glad Cino watches that.
Yeah.
This is why we keep him around. Keeps us in check. Thank you. So during the commercial break, Dexter is left in the middle of the ring, and Indy Hartwell came down to the ring, and she's listening to Beth. She's gonna take a chance, and she does what Dexter's done to her, and she lifts him up to carry him to the back, and she gets a little
It's quite
wild.
impressive.
Yeah, and
Dexter's
then she's
not
like,
small.
and then he kind of drops him, and then he's like, "Oh my God, you saved me." It was kind of like Superbad when Seth is running with Evan, and he's like, "Oh my God, you saved me." Can you walk now? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So Index back together again.
Well, they almost kiss, and then Candice
Right,
comes
she
out
interrupts
and
it.
interrupts again.
Like Candice.
But yeah, it looks like it's on.
It looks like Index is back on.
I feel like it's been on every week, and then every week something happens where like, oh, they're back together.
It's like a soap opera.
Yeah.
It's like tabloids.
I'm more into this than Dexter's matches for sure.
100%.
I'm enjoying this.
We love a good love story.
Yeah.
We want to see it work out.
Yeah.
For them. And hopefully, it does.
They're on enough. Realistically, they don't do enough
Love
proper
stories?
love stories.
Didn't we do a show, Valentine's
Yeah, we
Love?
did.
Moments of Love.
They
And-
should do more, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, there was before.
There's
it.
enough ladder matches. For fuck's sake.
We're
Gonna be talking about more ladder matches this weekend.
Yeah, so maybe we should
More
get-
love. More
get-
love matches.
Bring Otis back
Maybe.
to NXT with Mandy.
Oh, maybe that's why she's in NXT. She's trying to get away from
Oh.
her ex.
He shaved.
Yeah.
She was like,
Oh. How's that? Oh.
Yeah, more love. I like Johnny and Candice, and one day I want to see them as women's champ and world champ.
Maybe.
Like that would be sick.
It won't be tonight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So we go to a sit-down interview, and it's with Wade Barrett and Kyle O'Reilly. And Kyle says he lost last week, and it's unfortunate, but losing is a part of life, and he learned, and he watched it back, and he didn't have that killer instinct. I didn't have that killer instinct, he says, and he says he just doesn't know, but I sold my soul to Undisputed Era, and it seems like I need my soul back. I need my groove back. I need a change, and I can beat him. I have before, and one day I will get my chance to finish Adam Cole. So basically saying, I lost. But
Yeah.
oh well, I gotta move on.
He knows what he's going to do differently
Yeah.
next time.
Yeah,
And
true.
wants there to be a next time.
Yeah, I love that match last week.
Oh, yeah.
We go to Butler Grimes, who's now looking pimped out in this like nice Butler attire and the gloves. And LA Knight's gonna make Grimes mow his lawn.
Yeah.
And Cameron Grimes is like, all right, I'll mow your lawn. And he says, yeah, this is my lawn. And Grimes looks at it and goes, where I'm from, this ain't nothing. Like, I'll do this in 2 seconds because there's a big John Deere like tractor lawnmower thing. And he's like, no. I want it done with precision. You got to use this. And it's like the tiniest single, like those ones you walk with that.
The really old
like
ones
rotary.
that spin around.
Yeah. So he's like, you got to use this. And when I come back, this whole lawn better be finished. So Graham's like, all right, cool. So
he's like, my grandma used to chase me with this thing. Yeah, I can do that.
No problem. Yeah. So he also, LA Knight says, you have to call me Mr. Knight or Sir. So he's like, all right, Mr. Knight. So Grimes is just having a good old time.
I love his attitude.
He's having a ball.
More people should be like Grimes.
Yeah. You know what? When you go to work today, tomorrow, this week, you gotta have your attitude like Cameron.
Yeah.
Grimes.
Someone's like, hey, do this.
Yeah.
The natural instinct is to go, oh, fuck you, man. Don't want to do anything. But just be like, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah. That's how you should do it.
Yeah.
That's what we
Be
say.
more like Cameron.
Yeah. More like Grimes. Always. We get a breakout tournament match that is happening right now. Ikemen Jiro, he's oh so handsome, in a flashy suit.
Oh yeah.
Love his suit. He's ready for a wedding tonight.
Should I get something like this?
We should get suits like this guy.
Okay.
That'd be pretty sweet. Jiro's gonna go up against Hudson Duke.
Duke Hudson.
Duke. Man, I don't know how I feel about some of these names, but Duke Hudson. All right. Duke Hudson and Ikemen Jiro. The funny thing about Jiro is he wrestles in his jacket.
Yeah.
That's right. He wears this blazer and he wrestles in it. Duke is bigger than him, so he's throwing him around. Every time Jiro jumps on him, he's throwing him, spinning him around, and slamming him to the mat. He throws Jiro to the corner, but Jiro then runs and then jumps up top and does like a handstand and goes, hey.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
starts doing his waving his legs
tricks.
in and out.
Yeah, like teasing him here. Runs at him, he gets picked up into a power slam position, and then Duke knees him in the head and then hits him with a stun gun, and then takes the blazer and starts to like hockey jersey him, just starts beating him up. Jiro comes back though with the tarantula at the corner. They mentioned that he was trained by Tajiri. Shout out Tajiri again. Two Tajiri shout outs on the show because the buzzsaw kick earlier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know my favorite Tajiri storyline is?
Tori Wilson.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
100%. Kayfabe wise.
Yeah.
You know.
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never forget. So he's beating him up with the tarantula, but then he gets him out of the ropes before the 5 count. But Duke hits him with an overhead belly to belly strike. A suplex and then a jaw strike that rocks him. He goes for a razor's edge, but Jiro gets out of it.
That looked crazy.
Yeah.
Like counted into some sort of Rana, and Hudson's big, so he got him pretty high for this razor's edge. Looked cool.
He gets him out of there. He hits him with a blockbuster, sends him out of the ring, and then Jiro hits and a picture perfect Asai moonsault just flies to the outside onto him, goes back into the ring, but Duke gains control, throws him against the ropes, and hits the Bossman Slam, the Black Hole Slam, or the Winds of Change.
Winds of Change.
And picks up the win. Duke wins.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty decent showcase of both guys. Jiro is obviously going to be a comedy character, but shows he can go as well. He's almost like the NXT's Orange Cassidy, kind of. You know, like he's someone who's a silly gimmick, and you're like, why are you wearing a blazer? Why are your hands in your pockets? But then can actually do some pretty cool stuff. But Hudson really impressed me tonight, both from his promo. I think he's got a good look. Like he's pretty like a big guy, but had some really cool moves and good speed, and he really impressed me. I thought this was an entertaining match.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. Everyone kind of got some cool moves in. We kind of figured out which guy is. It helped with the little promos beforehand, honestly, because even in like the Cruiserweight Classic, any of these tournaments that they've done, it's good to get a little glimpse.
You need a little profile piece.
Yeah, like you can't just throw random people, so you got to learn a little bit. So it was nice that they did that, and you can figure out the different characters. So is Ikemen Jiro's out of this?
He's out.
So Duke goes forward. It might break out.
He might.
He might break out.
And Wade Barrett was also calling out the Winds of Change.
Yes.
There's definitely a similarity there between those two.
For sure. He's just Aussie.
He's just an Aussie Barrett.
Yeah. Aussie Barrett. We go to Britt backstage. They're looking a little grumpy, to be honest. One's not really a Brit. He's like me, an honorary Brit sometimes. Oney Lorcan and Pete Dunne.
Yes.
Pete's looking mad. You know Pete always looks mad.
Pete always looks mad.
He's extra mad.
Yeah.
Because it didn't come home. And Pete's a little
Very
upset.
true.
Yeah. And he's getting interviewed, and he mentions that it doesn't matter who wins tonight, but I had Karrion Kross in submission holds, and he knows that I would have put him out, and I would be champion. I should be champion. I'll fight anyone. I'm the baddest man. I'm the best technician. And he's interrupted by Timothy Thatcher, who says, "What is it, Pete? Are you the baddest man or are you the best technician? You can't be both. You got to pick one." And Pete's kind of scowling even more, and they're sidelined here, like just attacked.
He goes, "Who's asking?"
Yeah, who's asking? And he's attacked. Tommaso Ciampa comes in here, beats him up. It's a whole brawl. All four guys are fighting and pulled apart. So it looks like we're just going forward to
this tag match.
Yeah, which I'm like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, I'm
Cool.
okay with that.
Yeah, definitely. So, which I guess you could put into singles matches between Pete
And Ciampa and Thatcher are definitely the baby faces, but they act like heels. Like Ciampa attacking from behind is not a classic baby face move, but their whole thing is they just like to fight. They're
fighting around the
fighting
world.
around the world, yeah. Which used to be Danny and Oney's thing.
Yeah.
So they're just taking their mantle.
Damn. Yeah.
Fighting a fight is a hell of a night.
Fighting a fight is a hell of a night. I can't wait to see that. I think that'll be a banger.
That should be good.
We go to Io Shirai and Zoe Stark, a video highlighting their win with the women's tag titles here in NXT, and it shows like tweets and all these videos. So it's reminding us we got some new champs, which means they gotta have some fresh opponents, which sets up this match. Kacy and Kayden, they're back. Kacy and the Sunshine Band, the back-to-back pose. They're just so happy. They're going up against the Robert Stone brand, Aliyah and Jessi Kamea. Aliyah starts off this match. She's getting some offense in, a beautiful Northern Lights suplex, bridging, just like Alicia Fox. There's like a tagging in and out with the heels here, Robert Stone brand, where they're stopping Kacy to tag in, who finally gets the tag. Kayden comes in, flying bulldog, flying clothesline. Robert Stone tries to give Aliyah his shoe, but then it doesn't really quite work. There seems to be like not a slip up, but like kayfabe-wise, she's supposed to do something, but she doesn't know what to do with the shoe. She gets rolled up and she kicks out. There's a super kick, there's a neck breaker, and then Kacy and Kayden hit this neck breaker 450 combo and get the win here.
Yeah, good finish. Looks really cool.
So, yeah, she neck breaks, hitting the neck breaker.
So Kayden's hitting the neck breaker.
Sounds
as
kind of
Kacy
dangerous.
does the 450.
It looks kind of
dangerous. It looks great though. Great finish. They're definitely starting to gel together more. I think Kayden, I see a lot in. I think she's actually really improved and looks really good in there. Like is a lot smoother than she used to be. Has some nice crisp kicks and she's very quick. They're trying to elevate these two, but it's what comes after I want to talk about.
That's right, because what comes after is Aliyah is upset from losing the match. Robert Stone comes in the ring. He's like, "Oh, it sucks. We lost again." And she shoves him. A one-shoed Robert Stone. She shoves him. She shoves him again. And then she says, "I've done more for you than you've done for me." And then she slaps him.
Hell of a slap. Stephanie McMahon would be proud.
Damn.
She got him on the top of the head.
Smacked him up. Damn. And then she just starts to beat him up. She starts to beat up Robert Stone, and she finally gets all her anger out, walks off. I think she kicks him in the nuts at one point. Walks off, and out comes Frankie Monet. Who kind of comes down and staring down and says, "It's all right, Jessi, let's go." So it looks...
Aliyah blows a kiss to Jessi Kamea as well, as if to say bye-bye to her as well.
Right.
And looks like, she might be going off with... No, she's going on her own.
Yeah, we're not sure exactly what's going on, but it looks like Aliyah leaving Robert Stone brand, Frankie leaving Robert Stone brand. What's going on with Robert Stone? Is the brand no longer a brand?
I actually really enjoyed this. Aliyah broke out.
Yeah.
It's, this is the CWC, so this is your Full Sail crowd, essentially. who have been watching Aliyah for years because she's never left this show.
Right.
She's been here forever. There must be some kind of like connection there. I don't think if they did this angle, say NXT was touring and it was elsewhere, this angle would have probably died a death because these are characters people don't genuinely care about. But where it was, the crowd really were into this. There were "You Deserve It" chants for Aliyah. Like Aliyah looked like a fucking star for the first time ever. And she's been here how long? Like, this actually really worked for me.
Put her in Money in the Bank.
Let's do it. It's time. That might have been her goodbye.
That's it.
Maybe. She's winning Money in the Bank.
Yeah, she's got a new manager.
That would be huge.
She's in Diamond Mine.
Yeah.
She needs a new manager.
Maybe Mandy.
Yeah, maybe
That's
Mandy.
possibly what's happening.
But
yeah, Frankie's sort of playing this kind of managerial role as well.
Yeah, there's a little tie into it a little bit later that maybe confuses things more. But we go to Samoa Joe again. He's going to go to Johnny's locker, The Way, and he walks in and they're all in their new T-shirts, the brand new The Way T-shirt. This is one of their best new shirts that I've seen for a while. I love it. It's like this washed out black gray shirt with the superhero pose of The Way as a family. Definitely one of the better shirts in history of WWE for a while. And they see Joe and they get all hyped and they're like, Joe, oh, it's Joe, hey, you see our new shirt? Hey, do you want one? We can get you one. You want one? We'll get you one. We got big sizes. We can get one. And he's like, no. He's like, it's fine. They're like, you look great. Come on, Joe. And he tells them like, hey, the same things he told Kross. And he just ignores them and he walks out. And he's like shaking his head like so annoying. He's like, oh, kids. Yeah. What'd you think?
It's fun.
Yeah.
It is still my kind of concern that majority of the people that Joe interact with, he does feel like the teacher and these are kids.
Yeah.
And that's not really something I should be thinking about. Not a Johnny Gargano. Especially not a Johnny Gargano going into a main event for a title, the title. But I can't say I'm not entertained every time. I do like these guys.
Yeah. They definitely grew on me. And I like the funny stuff. The you suck last week and this stuff is funny. We go to Butler Grimes.
Well, Joe then has a stare down with Dunn backstage.
Oh, sorry.
As he's walking off. Pete Dunne's there looking mean.
He just wants to fight everyone.
He wants to fight everyone.
Yeah. We go to Butler Grimes. He's now chilling by the pool, and LA Knight walks by and goes, "What the hell are you doing? Why are you chilling by the pool? You're supposed to be doing the lawn." And he says, no, don't worry. I got my friend Noah to help me out. And then this kid shows up, and he's like, go, thanks, like, how much do I owe you? And Grimes is shirtless, wearing a Calvin Klein black Speedo and cowboy boots.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
What a look.
White boy song. Cameron Grimes. And LA Knight is furious and says, no, you're not paying this kid anything. You're my butler. You got to do this. Like, go do the stuff. And grabs the rake and he's throwing money. And Cameron Grimes accidentally, quote unquote, accidentally pushes LA Knight into his own pool. And he's upset and says, you did that on purpose. And he's like, no. So Cameron Grimes is just having a great time being a butler.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Loves it.
Yeah.
He won.
Yeah.
Might have lost, but he really won.
So there's probably going to be more of these in coming weeks and so forth. But so far, not so bad for Grimes. It's butler life.
He's having a good time.
Maybe, that's why Alfred's stuck with Bruce Wayne for all these years.
He loves it.
He's like, this isn't that
Butler's great.
Yeah.
Live in a nice house. Wear nice suits.
It does help that he's already rich.
Yeah.
So like he can just buy Calvin Speedos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rock Calvin like underwear, but I don't think the Speedo Calvin's my next purchase.
Why not?
I don't think I can pull it off unless I get matching cowboy boots.
You want cowboy? Yeah, okay.
I don't think I've ever worn cowboy.
Maybe your vest, your Kyle vest.
Kyle vest? Oh, I thought you meant like my Back to the Future vest.
Sure,
both
that
at the
as
same
well.
time.
Yeah, why not? With my goofy hat.
The pool noodle. Ready for the summer.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Adam Cole comes down to the ring. We're all kind of like, interesting. He says, I hate to tell you I told you so, but I told you so. Kyle beat me at Stand and Deliver, but that was a fluke. And basically it was an unsanctioned match. Don't you idiots know what that means? Unsanctioned match? Yeah, him and his wife.
Yeah, know all about
unsanctioned
matches.
Yeah. he's then mocking Kyle. He's like, yeah, you got burned by old Adam Cole, baby. Yeah, he's making fun of his loser talk. He's like, yeah, losers, that's what losers say about losing. He says, but I'm not here to talk about Kyle. I'm here to talk about Samoa Joe. Big bad Samoa Joe. You attacked me from behind and put me in the clutch. And then you stood by and did nothing when I was in that submission hold from Kyle. So, that's Joe. And you're a coward, Joe. And you're just an overpaid security guard in a suit. So come out here and face me. So he's calling out Samoa Joe. But don't worry, we got Samoa Joe at home. Bronson Reed comes out. And he says, well, I'm not Samoa Joe. And I'm also no longer North American champion, so I don't really have.
And I'm not in Raw.
Yeah. I don't have anything to lose, so all eyes are on me right now. And you're the golden boy, because Adam Cole's wearing all gold, and of course his gold shoes to match. He looked quite fancy. But I see Adam Cole, you're my golden opportunity. So he's kind of saying, I want to fight you, because people will watch that, and that'll be great. Adam Cole goes to super kick him to shut him up, but it's blocked. Reed levels him with the what do we call it? The
freight train?
Yeah, the freight train. Sends him out, and Cole runs away like a coward. But then Samoa Joe's music hits. Now there's two big scary guys after him in the corner as he kind of eyes down Samoa Joe. But Joe's got a job to do.
Yeah.
Because he's a ref. He's not dealing with this. So yeah, Samoa Joe's a busy guy.
Yeah, they're setting up for a perfect who shot Samoa Joe angle, right?
Yeah.
Because he's got beef with all these people, and obviously and it's very strong at the end, is matches with these guys. But also, you could definitely do a bit of a Florida parking lot angle with a Samoa Joe, because there are a lot of suspects, and I like how he interacts with all these guys every week. Yeah, I kind of mentioned the Bronson Reed stuff earlier. It's a bit confusing. I assume he was just called up and brought back down. Do you?
I don't know, or maybe they're just like, hey, have another
change of direction.
Yeah, I'm not sure really, but I was a little taken aback. Like, oh, okay. I like Bronson Reed.
Me too.
But I wasn't kind of where I thought we were going to go in the direction. But if Adam Cole versus Reed, I guess, is happening soon, probably going to announce like in the next week or so, or next week or something. So, yeah, I want Adam Cole versus Joe.
Yes, I mean, surely we're getting all these matches at some point.
Hope so. I don't like if you're just like playing that we're gonna do this and then like never do it.
I mean, I think it's clear at the end. There's a certain match
Yes.
we definitely get.
Yes. We see the brand, meaning Robert Stone. He's with Jesse, but Frankie's with them, and this is where we get this weird kind of crossover interaction with Frankie Monet, Robert Stone, Jessi Kamea, and Mandy Rose. So Mandy kind of walks by, gives them a stare, and kind of come with me.
She says something along the lines of, "Oh, looks like there's a change in management here." So it looks like Robert Stone is still aligned with Kamea, but Frankie Monet is now taking charge, maybe.
Yeah, under new management.
And the fact that Aliyah wasn't there and wasn't there with Mandy or whatever, I think that might have been a call-up.
We'll see. Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
That's it. They announced next week there's a match, Kushida and Bobby Fish versus the Diamond Mine people. So there maybe we'll see some. Is it Fish gonna jump into the Diamond Mine or turn on Kushida? We'll find out. And the women's title match, Xia Li, Raquel Gonzales.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be crazy too. But we have a title match right now. The main event of the evening, the NXT Championship on the line. Johnny Gargano gets a half entrance. Comes out representing the Way. Great gear.
Yeah, like white and teal.
It's like Avengers, the Way kind of thing. People always say like, hey, when Seth or like these wrestlers, especially Johnny, like dress up like other wrestlers, they're just mocking other wrestlers' gear, and therefore they don't have like iconic gear. And I think that's not true. I think like a lot of these guys have their like. When I think of Johnny gear, I think of the times he did like the Venom, Spider-Man when he was heel,
Iron Man
in New York. Like this looked clean here tonight.
I liked it.
And then Karrion Kross is his opponent, the NXT champion. He's got gear. That's a choice. The Gladiator.
Yeah, it works for him.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Johnny Gargano chants right away. Johnny wrestling. the CWC are clearly behind this guy, and
I love he's saying they know.
They know. He's like, they know.
They know the truth.
Yeah. So Joe is the referee, but before he can even ring the bell, Johnny attacks Kross, and he starts beating him up here, but Kross didn't like that. Joe rings the bell, and Johnny gets a hit with an exploder right away, and then another vertical suplex. But then there's the super kick off the apron. Johnny comes back. There's like a choke bomb on Johnny, like onto the corner of the desk at one point, which looked pretty painful. They go to commercial break. Kross now, when we come back, gets his shoulder thrown into the post. There's a slingshot spear for a near fall. There's a tope off the apron. Back in the ring, Northern Lights suplex, roll through into a fisherman suplex on Johnny, but he kicks out. Kross is off the top and tries to do the Saito off the top rope, but Johnny counters it Ricky Steamboat style with this like cross body. There's then a tornado DDT. Johnny's countering everything but getting hit with everything like a choke slam. There's super kicks. The Gargano escape, but then gets caught into the Kross jacket, and then finally does get the Gargano escape on Kross, which is a pretty cool visual.
Yeah.
It's like him getting the submission on him, which we haven't really seen. But he gets out of it. He like lifts him up here essentially and picks him up. Kross tells Johnny like, you know what, I'll show you. Joe's now getting involved here, and again he's the referee, and he told Kross like, hey, cool it down. I think it's Johnny's in the Kross jacket.
So Johnny gets the ropes with the Kross jacket, and Joe is counting, and he's already counted 4, and Kross still hasn't released. So Joe pulls him off of him, and Kross turns around like, why the fuck are you touching me?
Yeah.
So there's a bit of a stare down there. Yeah.
So he goes then to the outside and fights off, and Johnny, he goes to get steel steps, but again Joe swats them out of his hand. He's like, hey, like, just beat him in the ring. What are you doing? But then this allows Johnny to hit him with a suicide dive DDT, which looks great. He gets him in the ring.
On the floor, yeah.
Yeah. Gets him back in the ring. Johnny sets him up. One final beat. This slingshot DDT. 1, 2. But Kross kicks out. I cry.
I bit on it.
Yeah. Great bite. There's then 6 power bombs from Karrion Kross. A Saito suplex taking him just to the mat, and then
this was really impressive. It was like the Brock Lesnar repeated power bombs when you don't let go, and then when he got him up, he then span him around to catch him into the Saito suplex. This was, we give Kross a lot of shit, but I thought that looked awesome.
And he just kills
Johnny sells it the best.
Yeah, like he's dead, and then he stares at Joe. Joe stares at him. And then he puts Johnny up to bed with the elbow to the back of the head, and yeah, Kross wins the match and retains the NXT title, and I am sad. I bit, but I had a feeling it wasn't quite.
Johnny was getting too much in,
yeah,
wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
There were too many hope spots that you're like,
Yeah.
It did feel like the England match at the weekend. You know what? Like, Kross is...
It was all because of bad reffing then.
Yeah. I mean, Johnny is, like, my favourite. He is one of the best in the world. He can get great matches out of anyone. But Kross, to give him his due, and yeah, maybe it's the opponents he's had, he's started to have quite a few good matches now. I did enjoy the stuff with Balor. I did enjoy that 5-way. Granted, there were other people involved in that, but I did really enjoy this match. I thought the stuff I normally criticize him on it just looks weak, like that elbow to the back. I thought even that looked better this week. Some of those Saitos and everything looked way more devastating, and maybe it's because Johnny plays dead better than anyone. But I actually really got into this match, and it helps when I really want to see someone lose. You know, like it gets me way more emotionally invested rather than having a heel champ who's kind of cool, like an Adam Cole, who, don't get me wrong, I love Adam Cole, but it's like I watched that against a babyface and I'm like, well, I don't really care who wins because I just want a good match, whereas I really wanted to see Johnny win here, which got me really into it.
Yeah, I said last week, I'm like, obviously I'm rooting for Johnny, and I too, I think he is one of the best belt to belt. His matches are always so entertaining, and the storytelling are just great. But I said, I'm like, hey, if this is them getting me, then that's what they're supposed to be doing. And they did a great job with the bites. There was definitely, when you show me he doesn't even get an entrance, I'm like, that could be like a red herring to like trick me, like they don't care, but he wins. But I was like, I don't know, it didn't feel like it was in the cards, but I still was biting on it. And I wish Johnny got his flowers tonight, but it didn't happen.
Yeah.
But he'll be champ again one day, because he to me is still the rebel heart and soul of NXT. He is this show. He carries the show. You're right about Kross. I like he definitely like is fine. I definitely think he should be like on a Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah.
He can instantly freshen up Raw right away. So I kind of still want to see him like lose the title and disappear, because I think maybe his time could be done here. Because Johnny's been here forever, and I don't want him to leave ever.
And this was similar to the Aliyah moment almost for me, where it felt great being with this crowd, because Johnny is such a... This crowd, Full Sail, CWC turned on Johnny for a bit for sure.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, they've probably been away from it for so long, and we're getting Johnny Wrestling back tonight.
Yeah.
They were definitely added to this match for me.
Johnny Wrestling showed up again tonight.
Yeah.
It was a great little glimpse, the Tuesday night. But he fell short to Kross, but honestly a solid main event here with some solid wrestling. Obviously, I'm upset about the outcome, but that's all right. That's just me being a mark. But it doesn't end there. After the match, Samoa Joe's staring down at the beaten up Johnny, and he's like, all right, Kross, you won. That's enough. And then he stares at Kross. They have a stare down. Only if he's provoked, right?
Yeah, and Joe's saying, go on then, provoke me.
Doesn't want to do it, so Joe turns around.
Scarlett pulls Kross back, and Joe gives this like,
whatever.
getting your woman to get in front of you.
So he goes to leave, but Kross then steps over, he hits Joe, he attacks him, and he puts him in the sleeper. He beats the shit out of Joe, puts him in the sleeper, and puts Joe to sleep. Very concerning there, seeing Joe get put to sleep as he stands tall with the title afterwards.
He's like yelling, unless provoked, huh? Unless provoked.
Provoked. How's this for being provoked?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, great angle. I mean, this to me confirms Joe has to be wrestling soon.
Kross. He's got to fight Kross.
They still haven't announced a takeover for SummerSlam weekend, but we could, and yeah, this looks like it will be it.
Yeah, I like this.
I'm into it. I like this week. Kind of got me into Karrion Kross.
Okay.
Like he's more solidified as a heel now. I'm right way invested in this feud, and I thought he had a good match tonight.
No, I thought this match was great, but I definitely am a Johnny fan, so it had my attention because of that. But overall, another solid episode of NXT. Obviously, it wasn't as hot as last week, I didn't think, but it had some solid matches. I was really impressed with Dakota Kai and Ember Moon.
Yeah.
To start off the show, the Butler stuff was just kind of what we thought would be some fun stuff to push forward this silly feud for that title. But then this main event, I'm always happy if they throw Johnny into the mix of just put on a good match, and he'll deliver for sure. But he should be champ again one day. The Way is an over gimmick. It will get even bigger, I think.
Yeah, I kind of like to see what a reaction to The Way would be like at a arena takeover.
Yeah.
Actually, all these guys, because they're playing to the same audience every week. I'd be interested to see what arenas take to these.
Yeah, I mean, they should announce a takeover, and it should be Karrion Kross versus Samoa Joe, and then the rest of the card would be
Kyle 3.
Yeah.
Dakota, Raquel. Maybe.
There you go.
Yeah.
Book it. Vegas.
Got it. A ladder match between everyone else.
Oh God. Yeah. Overall, I'm sad Johnny didn't win. Our prophecy of Gargano and stuff, but I'm happy that they put on a good show and they got me, and I was biting on these things, and that's why I like watching wrestling. So I really enjoyed this episode.
Me too.
Yeah, that's what we thought. Do you guys agree with us? Do we have feedback?
We do. We post feedback on the Facebook group, the upNXT group on Facebook, as well as the Post Wrestling Forum if you're a patron of Post Wrestling. And you tell us what you think, and we read it out.
I will say, join the Facebook group if you haven't already, because we'll let anyone in there. But we get people like Darren and all sorts of people who go to the show and stuff. But it looks like someone in the group, Will, was at the show tonight, and he posted a photo just now in the group with a photo of Johnny. He said he was leaving the venue, and Johnny was like, yeah, I'll say hi to fans. And Johnny takes photos with all the fans.
Johnny looks terrified there.
Johnny's just really Johnny's tanned.
He is.
He got beat up.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Wearing a Haunted Mansion.
Big Disney
t-shirt.
fan, that Johnny Gargano.
He is.
Yeah. So good guy, Johnny.
Yeah.
Yeah. But join the Facebook group.
We'll start off with Dylan Grayson, who says, first NXT in a while that hasn't been amazing, but it still was a solid 2-hour show. Key points of interest for me were LDF versus Hit Row heating up, Mandy Rose doing something, Xia Li versus Raquel Gonzales, and the main event, of course. Though we didn't get the ending we all wanted, wrestling is often at its best when they keep us waiting for that big payoff. And that payoff could be Joe taking the title off of Kross in front of a full arena of fans, if the closing moments of the episode are any hint. Quick question, who are you guys taking with Li versus Gonzales next week? I'm genuinely not sure where they go. Seems sudden, but cool. I think Gonzales.
Yeah, for sure. I would like to see some hope spots. I'm going to be cheering for Xia.
Although Xia is undefeated since her return, isn't she?
That's it. Book it. Let's go. Xia is champ.
That would be very left field. But,
yeah.
No, I think Raquel wins, and then I think we start the build to Dakota. Raquel.
I see another feedback here from the chosen one.
Yeah.
Charbel. I'm just going to summarize this feedback.
Yeah.
Something about Gigi Dolin being an oil painting. I think he's quoting William Regal from Regalism, but he's a big fan of Gigi Dolin.
Yeah.
So yeah, great.
We miss you, Charbel.
Yeah, we miss you.
We go to Darren Block, who went to the show live tonight.
Yes, Darren, awesome.
Says, pretty good show, wasn't expecting much with the main event, the main draw and reason I went over. Wasn't expecting much with the main event, the main draw and reason I went, but overall was good. Lots of Hit Row chants throughout the night, during commercials, etc. The Breakout Tournament is shaping up to be decent with a good match tonight. The crowd seemed to like the somewhat funny Butler segment. The opening match was pretty hot and the crowd was really behind Ember, and a big win for Dakota, but strange follow-up for Xia as no one knew who to cheer for, and it feels rushed with no follow-up to Martinez. Joe is mega over and can have multiple feuds with everyone basically. I felt bad for the Gigi match as everyone was distracted by a Mandy Rose, which was random. Everyone loves Cole, which in turn is hurting O'Reilly inadvertently. Gargano was mega over, which helped that everyone hates Kross and was yelling at him to go to Raw, etc. Hopefully the ending means Joe is clear to wrestle sooner rather than later. At least he feels a credible contender to take the title from Kross.
Yeah, and it's good to hear what people are cheering and who are there behind and stuff like that. But I think Joe versus Kross with a crazy full crowd at TakeOver would be super loud. We go to TJ Sharp. In honor of last week's Cypher from Hit Row, I'm leaving my feedback with a bit of a flow. The Moon is back. Moon is one bad chick, but that wasn't enough to stop Team Kick. Butler Grimes looking fresh and fly, only a matter of time before he's NXT's top guy. Diamond Mine flying by, leaving fish in the dust. Now it'll be Time Splitter and the Lie Spitter versus Roddy and Rust. Legato versus Hit Row. Oh hell yeah, let's go. If that kid's gonna mow, he's gonna be there till dawn. I got that same mower at home, the one I use on my lawn. Aliyah showed more character in 3 minutes than she has in her entire career. I'm anxious to see where all the players involved go from here. Looks like they're saving Kross's main roster debut for some time later, but it's only a matter of time before he's wearing a gladiator helmet and teaming with the Viking Raiders. Joe's gonna go do some killing and I can't wait. Coquina clutches for all and it's gonna be great. RNC's as far as the eye can see, leaving a trail of bodies all over NXT.
Wow.
Wow, fire bars, fire.
That was great.
Wow.
Thank you. Who was that?
TJ Sharp.
TJ, that was awesome.
Thank you, TJ.
Let's go to one from the Post Wrestling Forum,
Go for it.
wrestling.com. MJ here with some hot takes that, some hot takes. Ikemen, knockoff Hiromu, is dead on arrival. They could not have clowned this character anymore. I mean, he's trained by Tajiri and Great Muta, literally the only two wrestlers I think WWE recognizes. Fact check myself, he was trained by Tajiri, but that isn't a selling point on Japanese talent coming to WWE.
He hates Jiro already.
I mean, Jiro was a comedy character in Japan.
Yeah.
It's not like this is Kota Ibushi coming over and they're like, hey, do you want to wear a blazer?
Yeah.
I don't know, I had fun with Jiro. Okay, I'll say it. War Games. At least we'll get a fresh matchup this year with Hit Row and Legado del Fantasma. Bookmark this for whenever they do that match. Rest in peace women's division. I know people won't like me saying it, but this new crop feels like it's taken a big step back in overall presence. Over time, they all may have potential, but this isn't that best division in wrestling anymore, which it was only a year ago. Duke Hudson's Imagine Dragons sounding theme is solid.
That's what it sounded like. That's what it was. Yeah.
I liked it. I liked it.
Yeah, it was alright.
Sounded good. Cole is so far above the majority of this roster that being merely in his presence makes somebody feel elevated. I have liked Bronson a long time and would love a strong feud with Cole, but again, just want to see everyone, including Bronson, with Joe instead. So Johnny is losing it is at the losing clean on TV and title matches point in his NXT run. He's the best. He got a stellar match out of Kross and is never not going to be the heart of NXT. Kross felt like a champion against Gargano, which is more than anyone's gotten out of him so far. Not a big fan of the angle with Joe. I was kind of digging who will Joe feud with each week, and I don't want to see him winning the title.
I don't think he's winning the title.
I don't think he'll win the title.
No, I think Kross is beating him. We go to Jessi from the 6.
666.
After weeks of Johnny Gargano attacking Kross from behind and still getting beaten up, after weeks of Johnny attacking Kross with his buddy Theory and still getting beaten up, and after weeks of Johnny being made to look like a fool at every opportunity, we get a match, a 14-minute match in which Kross dumps Johnny on the edge of the table for some reason, spends half the time arguing with Joe, and then finished the match by ragdolling Johnny with 7 unanswered moves. NXT took all their time, best performer, and turned him into a clown to progressive feud, their champ and the referee of the match. I'm not saying the match was bad. Johnny is the GOAT of NXT. He can have a great 14-minute match with anyone. With a different story, I would have really liked this, but as it was presented, it pissed me off. I don't know who this NXT is for, but it's not me. I'm out. Call me back when Cool Kyle is champ and Johnny is the rebel heart again. Take care.
Oh, bye.
Sorry.
Jesse,
well,
sorry. I'm sorry.
Glad to see you back for a while.
Yeah.
We'll let you
It's
know.
fun while it lasted, Jesse.
I get it.
He makes some good points.
Yeah.
It goes back to that Johnny just feeling like a school child against Joe.
Yeah.
Really. Where does he go from here?
Money in the bank.
Money in the bank. Why not? We go to Magan finally, who says, when I saw Joe and Dunn eyeball each other again, I told myself, don't tease what you can't deliver on. The main event gave me a glimpse of SummerSlam weekend. If Kross attacking Samoa Joe by the end doesn't tell us he's gotten the green light, I don't know what does. Johnny Gargano put the goofy TV dad shtick away for one night and put on a stellar performance. I bid on the false finishes. Xia Li quickly moving to Raquel Gonzales was sudden, but Hit Row are simply too cool to be heels, and LDF need a female to make it a little even. Probably Selena De La Renta. That's got a lot of potential, especially with Escobar and Swerve's chemistry. Robert Stone brand lost its longest running member as Aliyah kicked them to the curb. Yeah.
Well.
And that's it.
Well, I guess some people are on the fence of NXT. There's some things that aren't working. I like the match. I'm kind of on that thing where it's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano, they were killing it before. Let's just have them as the guys again. Just book it all the time. Those guys fight each other. That's it. That's all I want.
Which potential of the ones they've teased?
Joe Kross.
Joe is Kross, Cole, maybe Gargano and Dunn. They're the ones he's been interacting with.
Yeah.
Which one are you most interested there?
Kross, because of the angle already. But like, I guess Kross because they're both bigger guys. Cole, that's a dream match.
Cole interesting.
Joe, definitely.
I think because of that, like, they didn't really, they didn't cross over in ROH, did they?
No, not at all.
But they're both like big ROH guys, so like that would be a cool thing.
But yeah, it's interesting what they're doing with the Joe stuff. I want to see. I was feeling for a Johnny title run just because it would freshen things up. I think it would have spiced things up, but I'm interested to see where it goes.
Me too.
But that was NXT.
That was
Up Next. Thank you for listening to us. Listen to us talk about Dynamite, Fyter Fest tomorrow, because I know you can't wait to hear us talk about Matt Hardy and Christian.
Hey, you can have a whole evening tomorrow, a whole double, triple bill if you include Fyter Fest.
Yeah.
So you can join us at 5:30 on Twitch for our top 5 Money in the Bank moments.
Yeah.
And as we said, we're trying something a little different here.
That's right.
So join us at 5:30 on Twitch. Then turn us off. Watch Fyter Fest. Watch. Is it Christian Matt Hardy tomorrow?
Oh yeah.
Is that happening?
I think so.
Wow. Watch Christian versus Matt Hardy, and then
Coffin
join
match.
us at 10:15 on Twitch for BDLE.
At upNXT Podcast, Twitter, Instagram for all the updates of all the shows. We're almost at 1,000 followers on Twitter,
We are.
so you better follow us.
Tell your mum to follow us.
Yeah.
And then,
That's it. Follow us, join the Patreon, all that stuff. We appreciate you guys listening and everyone in the Twitch chats and everyone. We love you. We love our little community. We love our friends.
we do.
Take care. Goodbye. Shout out Johnny Wrestling. And be safe.
Ahoy! Right, gotta find someone to raid now.
Raid!
Bye!
Raid!
First time in a long time, but back like I never left. Taking each day as it comes, you know me, I don't read ahead. Watch me burn down everything, BDE on the TV set. When I'm in control on the road, you can never really know what's up next.